Here it is. The news about the coronavirus.
Purcell says he knows not
That's right.
everyone is ready to go back out.
The news about the coronavirus.
We're going to try to be there for the ones that are ready. We're going to be training staff in every way possible beyond, your normal cleanliness at a restaurant, which is already a big deal. It's already part of our process.
Also in the Flats is Lago East Bank, home to another popular summertime patio.
Kind of just taking it in as a new opening almost, like we're reopening the restaurant for the first time, understanding the different guidelines that we have to hit as far as social distancing goes.
Director of Operations Brendan Kearney says there are extra costs that go into the safety measures, but it's worth it.
Enhance our guest and staff safety by, staff uniform masks, building barriers or plastic guards to make sure that the tables are within guidelines. Things like that where it's something where that expense is something that's atypical for us, but we're extremely willing to do and try to think outside the box to make sure that aesthetically it's pleasing. You feel like you're still out and about and you're not constrained by everything, but at the same time we're following the guidelines and putting everybody in a safe position.
Kearney says along with the restaurants, people will have to adapt too. Restaurants will look different than we're used to, but that doesn't mean getting rid of the dining out experience.
You're still here to have a good time, and we're here to serve you and make sure that you're enjoying yourself, and that, when you choose to step out and, re-explore Cleveland and things that are going to be out there for you, we're doing it the right way, and it's going to be a little different, but we're going to have fun with it.
Both Kearney and Purcell say not operating at full capacity will be difficult, but it's better than not being open at all.
The all in this together thing, I think it really holds true.
In Cleveland, Alexa Maslowski, Spectrum News.
Going out to eat at a restaurant, it's something we haven't been able to do in Ohio in almost 2 months, but this Friday that will change. The governor is allowing patio dining to begin on May 15th across the state. And the city of Cincinnati is trying to help restaurant owners by giving them more outdoor space for customers. Mayor John Cranley recently announced that some streets in the city's Over the Rhine and the Banks neighborhoods will be closing to create more room for outdoor dining for over a dozen restaurants. Right now, restaurant owners are preparing to reopen, and potential customers are trying to decide when they'll feel safe going back. As of Friday, there will be more than 24 streets at the Banks and in OTR that will be closed. Cincinnati resident Michelle Hausman says she thinks this plan may work, but won't be too quick to try out the outdoor dining experience.
Probably not next Friday, just because I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people out, but definitely over the next few weeks and month, I'll come down here to eat.
The mayor's plan for outdoor dining is also still being worked on. An application process and other information will be rolled out by Thursday. Something we can always use more of, especially right now, is positivity, and there's a new challenge being promoted in the state to spread some. Ohio's Strive for 5 challenge is encouraging people to check in on their loved ones during this difficult time. The challenge is simple. All you have to do is find 5 people in your life and check in with them every day for the next 30 days. The challenge is a new statewide awareness campaign to help individuals and families cope with feelings of anxiety, stress, and isolation during the pandemic. The Strive for 5 challenge was developed by the New York Coalition for Behavioral Health and has been brought to the Buckeye State by the Mental Health Addiction and Recovery Services Board of Lorain County. Governor Mike DeWine is asking Ohioans to show their support for state law enforcement. He's urging Ohioans to participate in the Light Ohio Blue campaign. To join in, all Ohioans have to do is swap out the bulbs in their exterior lights with a blue light to honor law enforcement members and their families. Ohioans can also wrap blue Christmas lights around their homes or businesses, place blue ribbons on their mailboxes, and wear blue on May 15th, which is National Peace Officers Memorial Day. Be sure to post any photos to social media with the hashtag LightOhioBlue. For some pregnant women dealing with the coronavirus pandemic while navigating birth plans and expectations has added stress to an already stressful time in their lives. Our Carlin Wells spoke with a new mother who says she experienced a whirlwind of emotions dealing with it all, but she's grateful to be celebrating her first Mother's Day with her newborn baby boy.
Hannah Lockhart says a year ago she never would have imagined that she'd be celebrating her first Mother's Day this weekend.
My husband and I have been trying to have a baby for 3 years, so it was a big surprise and very exciting.
Lockhart says she also never would have imagined she would be pregnant and giving birth during a global health pandemic.
I mean, it definitely was difficult because I work in healthcare also. I work in a skilled nursing facility, so I was really nervous being pregnant just to protect the baby, that, to keep him safe. I was nervous being around patients. I was nervous with admissions that were coming from the hospital.
While pregnant, Lockhart developed a pregnancy complication, which ultimately led her to give birth to her baby boy Liam on April 14th, 2 months before her due date. She's been by Liam's side at University Hospital's Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital for the last 25 days.
He's no longer in the intensive care unit. This is like a transitional unit. But he was born with a lot of respiratory issues, respiratory failure. He was on a ventilator for a few weeks, and just some different complications that come along with prematurity. But now he's down to just needing like a tiny bit of supplemental oxygen. And over in this unit, we're going to be working a lot on him learning how to eat and get bigger and get ready to go home.
She says the experience of pregnancy and childbirth during such an uncertain time has reminded her what's most important and what Mother's Day really means.
Just being